What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. Holy force, it happened. So yesterday, earlier in the day, we got this report about the Acolyte's final viewership numbers and just how abysmal they were in the Nelson ratings compared to everything else. And then especially when you compare it to the other Star Wars shows, just absolutely horrible. On top of a report earlier in the month from WDW Pro talking about they have no plans to go forward with the season 2. And then we got this just as Badgercast was ending. Make sure to check out Badgercast tonight because we'll be talking about that 3 p.m. PST. This dropped from courtesy of Deadline that yes, they Acolyte have canceled season 2, i.e., we're only getting one season of this trash. And the world rejoiced. And this is obviously all just on top of that rumor from last month that Kathleen Kennedy is ready to retire, but is waiting for a win, according to an entertainment analyst. Well, guess what? I guess even they knew they couldn't cope out Star Wars Acolyte as being a win. You see here below 80, 18%, as low as 13% at one point. Something tells me that might be dropping. The Acolyte canceled after abysmal final ratings. So yeah, those reports that came out that we talked about, those were the reports that actually went them, at least the higher ups, because we've heard reports that Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger and the Disney side, they're probably pretty screwed. They're not going to stop doing the ideology and the politics that they're doing. Marvel, maybe a little more chance of them being saved. Maybe they've at least learned they're going to try and course correct. But you can't tell me them canceling this isn't some form of an acknowledgement in the some form of a course correction. I can't wait to see. There's already a bunch of people blowing up on the Twitch watts, but yes, all the bigots and the sexists and the racists, we were all right, I guess. We were all right because you could see here citing the story of the Acolyte will not continue, with Lucasfilm opting not to proceed with the second season of the Star Wars offshoot starring Amanda Stenberg. And that really is the worst thing, is they've robbed us of more of this.
The gayest Star Wars, I think, by a considerable margin. And are you excited about that? Are you
not
bracing
the gayest
yourself?
Star Wars. Not the
It's pretty gay, let's be honest.
And you can see here, it was in the top 10 when it started, and it just kept dropping and dropping and dropping. By the time of the last episode, it's not even in the top 10 for Nielsen's. Over there on IMDb, not treated much better. They've got it at a 4.1 out of 10. You can see the first episode received 26,000 reviews, while that finale only received 11,000. So didn't even get half the people to keep watching. Like I said, Rotten Tomatoes from the beginning was already low, and it was a power battle between review bombing and review boosting. You can see here, this is WDW Pro talking about what was going on behind the scenes, saying that sources telling them that Leslie Headland does not, as of right now, have a contract for season 2, saying that following the finale of season 1 and the results that they have been seeing even ahead of that, the decision has been made weeks ago that obviously no plans for season 2. That could change. Kathleen Kennedy can always make that decision as long as she has a contract, which we believe she has a contract up until October of this year. And so basically at any point, Kathleen could institute her Omega Overlord powers and force them to do a season 2. But it looks like as is, that ain't gonna happen. You can see here just each Disney Plus Star Wars show season finale draws lower viewership than the one before. Not including the Mandalorian season 3 finale, but resuming with the Ahsoka's, and you can just see they all just drop dramatically. Book of Boba Fett 885, Obi-Wan 860, Andor 674, Ahsoka 575, and Acolyte just non-existent. You can see it gets even worse, like I said, when you compare them to all the other ones. Acolyte being over 62% less minutes watched than the Book of Boba Fett. I mean, it's very hard to cope. So what remains? And this is again just Leslie trying to get people to to get a season 2, but we got season 1 and they fucked even more of the lore. So what did we get at the end result of this? Well, we got 2 Force users dark side Force users, one who killed her former Jedi Master, and another one who is either still working for Plagueis, who is sitting there being creepy style and hiding in the cave, or he's just watching them. This is where he gets the idea to use the Force to try to influence midichlorians to make life. And so we gave another one from a woman to a man. And here's Vanestra Rowe, who basically we find out that she tells Yoda everything, and Yoda covers up all the deaths of all the Jedi, and that he's a complicit piece of shit for 80 years. So thank you, Leslie. You got to manage some of your ruination. And we've basically made the Jedi evil, corrupt, not just disconnected from the Force, but outright corrupt about 100 years before there should even be inklings that there's something wrong with the Jedi Order due to their disconnection from the will of the Force. So thank God this is ending, timeline correcting. I'm telling you, we are seeing significant wins. Got another video coming up, as always, about 2 o'clock, talking about Black Myth Wukon. Holy hell. We can stop there are more of us than there are more of you. We are clearly winning, and there are more of us, and you've pissed off enough of us now that we're getting mighty vocal. Anyway, let me know what you think of all this. Are you heartbroken that we won't get more Acolyte? I will miss talking shit with it, with all of you. I will. But I think for the betterment of us all, it's good that we only got one season. Anyway, let me know what you think of this. Sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well, bye.